What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Lifestyle Podcast. I am Sonic.
I'm your co-host, Snuff.
So, what's going on today, Boo? What you
Today-
got for me today?
Today is a special day because, trials and tribulations that we go through. Mm-hmm. And I'm sort of reflecting a little bit on myself here.
Okay, this is going to be fun.
At what point does somebody say, you know what, fuck this. I'm making a full-on show build. I'm molding things on. I'm making custom paint.
Okay.
I'm getting those 3-piece wheels. I'm getting that perfect fitment. I'm getting that most low I can.
So what drives the individual to say, I'm going to do a little bit more?
No,
Pretty much.
I'm doing it all.
Okay, to go in balls in.
Yeah.
Balls in, pretty much. Okay,
Yep,
cool.
I
Okay.
want to know.
Now, are you asking me personally? Like,
I'd like to hear your take on it, and then
Okay.
I'll throw some things at you.
of course you throw some things. Guys, get ready with the drinks. Personally, let's say, for example, with Blue, what put me over the top to say, all right, this is the vision, this is the way I'm going to go, was, honest to God, pulling up at a red light on Kennedy and seeing the same goddamn Trailblazer with like an old lady driving it next to me at the red light.
I mean, I could see that all day.
Yeah, exactly my point.
You know how many times I've seen women driving my car? Like, not women in general, but like older ladies, like just driving, cruising with the top down. I'm
They
just
have
like,
big wings on and everything.
actually, one did. It was like an eBay spoiler. I hated myself for
Did
about
she
a
flash
week.
you when she drove by?
No, her kneecaps wouldn't show.
Shot number one.
Those things had to be hanging low. She had like the big curly hair, glasses on, big red lipstick on. It was hilarious. I was like, oh, hey. She's like, hey, same car. She like gestured back and forth.
Yeah,
with
they
her
all
finger.
do that for some apparent reason. If you have like a set of rims and tins, they all get excited.
So I lowered down the window and started talking to her in Spanish.
Oh, that's what took for me personally. I was like, no, that's it. I'm not gonna be like a Me Too car. I have to do a little bit more. And then I started, we've been talking about with the, in the previous episodes with the basics, set of wheels, the lights, a nice double din radio with a sub box in the back, just something to be different. Now, the thing is, what really triggered me was seeing the cool cars at the shows, winning awards, getting sponsored, showing up in magazine articles, being somebody's phone wallpaper. Seeing that from the outside, I was like, wow, that would be cool as hell, man. If one day
Being that guy.
to be that guy. That's what really, but that mindset for me came, like I said, going to the car shows and just like walking around, seeing the shows, seeing the cars and seeing what was quote unquote cool and what people were going nuts about. And once I got home, I just literally stared at the truck. I was like, yeah, man, it's game over now. Oh, okay. I know exactly what I want to do. And that personally triggered me. Now, what has triggered me has become a fucking obsession to the point that I can't keep anything fucking stock at all. And anybody that knows me is pretty much going to be like, yeah, no, he's right.
No, like I'm telling you, his daily is the CTS, I feel like at this point.
Yeah.
And you can't stop finger fucking it. It's pretty nuts.
No. God, it felt great to work on it today, too. So,
Shit, what'd you do today?
nothing crazy. Just swapped out a few lights to LEDs.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
always something with that
I
car.
kept it simple, at least for today, to break myself in.
Oh, well, you had 4 seconds of good weather.
Exactly. And then it's just going to be shit again. So, but at least I got that out of the way. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's become an obsession now. I can't keep anything stock. Well, you've seen The Expedition.
Okay.
Poor thing.
Okay. I think what's driving me is not to get my ass whooped this upcoming season. I don't want the judge to
Okay.
be like, that's it. I don't want to hear, all right, well,
Mind you, this is coming from the guy that has big wing over fenders already. Nice set of wheels. Your car's ready to go to a show, but mentally,
So,
you keep on saying the same
here,
thing.
let me let you guys in on something. I've got a few big plans, and it's pretty much going to take a decent-sized budget. I have a good savings.
Yeah, he's finally going to throw a VTEC in there, guys.
No, come on, don't tell them
Yeah,
that,
just
because they're going to look at my car and be like, this piece of shit. No. I am doing a little bit of motor work. I'm not going to give everything away.
B-Stick.
Beef steak. I'm not going to give it all away, but a little bit of motor work, a lot more body. And when you look at my car, it's definitely not going to be the same. I'm not going to give you what kind of things I'm going at, but wide body, 3-piece wheels, thinking about some.
I'm pretty sure you just said your ideas then.
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, I'm not giving name brands or specs or
Okay.
because that's what makes the defining difference.
Got it.
If you show up
He
with
got all his parts on Wish, by the way, guys.
I
I'm
wish I
kidding.
did. I mean, if they had my
If they'll
parts
be
on
cheaper,
Wish,
fuck yeah, man, I'm down.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily make somebody a bad builder if they buy their cars off parts off Wish.
No. I mean, I don't know. I have yet to see anything that's really cool on Wish.
I've seen a really cool Civic front bumper.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
It's like a DNA
Next time
bumper.
corrected.
And it was really fucking cool. I gotta give it.
So was it like $40 and wait like 7 months?
It was like $50. Of course, the wait from there is gonna be
Yeah, no, it's just
horrendous, and it's not gonna come in the same shape. I mean, but if
might have to stretch it out in the living room just to let it get the mold again.
absolutely, But when I seen it, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And you're not gonna find like a chassis mounted big wing on it, but you can find a big wing on Wish.
Really?
Absolutely.
Stop it. Seriously?
I'm telling you,
Guys.
they're there.
Guys, that's your homework assignment. Find me a big wing, like a full-on professional-looking big wing on Wish, and send it to the
And
media
Sonic will
page.
put it on the Alante. He'll do it.
You're an asshole. But I mean, no, it doesn't. You know, what it is. I call it the budget-friendly car modder. To be honest, not so much in terms of Wish.
eBay. There you
eBay,
go. Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace. Honest to God, Facebook Marketplace has some insanely good deals.
Craigslist.
I mean, if you want to get raped as well as get your car part, sure. Because at
That's-
least Facebook, you know who's gonna rape you.
That's a fun time
'Cause
anyway.
you see, the profile picture. I'm kidding, guys.
No, rape is not fun.
So random.
Oh,
The
you
more
know.
you know.
It's fucked up because people go through these situations, and when you make a joke like that, kind of triggers them.
No, yeah, no, it's true. But no, I think honestly it makes. I mean, granted, if you can go to the actual store or online from the manufacturer and get it, I mean, power to you. Not everybody has that unlimited funding. Not unlimited funding, but at least
Deep pockets.
deep pocket like that to like go and get that. But if that part is good, chances are you can get it pre-owned half off.
And sometimes it's even color matched to the car.
And sometimes, yeah, you do get lucky, and you do get to the color combo that you're currently trying to go with anyway. So, at least in my perspective, I deal with the manufacturer when I have no other choice.
Oh, ready for this? Here's the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Wilder. He's a distributor for the airlift performance parts.
Okay, yes, okay.
You have to know somebody. Is he going to charge you what the stores charge you? Most likely not, but he'll give you a little discount where you'll feel good about yourself, and he'll still make some bread off the top of it.
Yeah, which is also true. And the day you can still say you got it cheaper than Joe Schmo parked next to me.
Absolutely.
Type of deal. I mean, like I said, if you have the in with somebody, 100%. Bro, that makes you smart as hell. Like I said, if you do have the deep pockets and you can do it, yo, bro, power to you. But not, like I said, I deal with the manufacturer when I have no other choice. Chances are I will attack eBay, see if I can find them used in good condition. Or I don't care if like there's something missing, because I can just fucking fix it and like, mod it a little bit and retrofit it some way or somehow and just make it work and then slap it on.
I mean, that's what everybody does.
To a certain degree. But you gotta remember, not anybody is saying gonna buy, okay, perfect example, fender vents and go and spend $300 on fender vents
Okay.
to retrofit them.
I don't know.
And then maybe you think they'll come out good?
So, I'm just saying, somebody buying, Porsche fender vents and putting them on their rear wide body. I don't know. That's just an idea.
I mean, that would look good. I think you should do it.
Yeah, but, muzzle fucking it on, and then
Why
if it
not?
doesn't fit the
Muzzle
right
fuck
way,
it.
then what?
I mean, then
Do you guys have the balls to spend $500 on carbon fiber vents that are Porsche and then try to muzzle fuck it onto your wide body? I doubt it highly. I doubt it.
This guy's going, you are so triggered right now.
I don't think you guys would do it.
I say do it. Why not do that?
Yeah,
actually?
I mean, and then that's half the part, buying it. Getting it installed or doing it yourself.
Yeah, why not?
When the bumper comes out lopsided, you got to look at it and be like, all right, well, I'm going to have to take this to a body shop because I'm going to need fiberglass work. Or, oh, I molded it on, but it doesn't look quite straight because my Bondo came out shit.
So
All
you
right.
crack it off and you do it again.
No, the normal guy's gonna say, all right, let me take this for an estimate. And after he hears the estimate, then he'll
Then
do
he
it
learns.
again.
He gets triggered and goes, "Fuck this! I'm learning this the hard way." YouTube, here I come.
Dude, YouTube is a college at this point.
Honest to God, like people laugh and like they make fun of half of these guys that go on YouTube, but yo, YouTube has saved my ass a couple of times.
Alante breaks.
Bro, that was one of them.
And then sometimes you don't even absorb the information. The guy next to you does it in 2 seconds.
You're an asshole. See, now I hope you mistake a fart. But anyway, continuing on.
I'm going to gamble a fart and it'll come out bad.
But no, going with the whole YouTube thing. No, YouTube has saved my ass a couple of times. Technically, I get a part or some type of electronic thing I have to install on any of the cars. I'll jump on YouTube real quick. Let's see if anybody else has done this. Why? Because I don't personally want to do the same mistakes that maybe somebody else did already.
Yes.
And kind of go around that. I was like, all right, save myself the ordeal and the gray hairs and like the extra 3 hours of my life I'm going to spend on this. And just watch a video.
Same thing with all my camera parts. Oh, that's another thing. I'm doing camera parts, guys, but it's not going to be your run-of-the-mill shit. It's not going to be the true hearts. It's not going to be the cheap shit. So when you do camera parts to your Z, just know I'm coming out swinging.
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
dropping
you're putting on
gems
your
on.
big boy pants on now.
Dude, we had a good savings. Me and Katie were saving for a wedding. And
So you guys are finally going to get married in Chuck E. Cheese, like I said?
no,
I'm
White
kidding.
Castle
I'm
is
kidding.
the
I
answer.
can already see her.
She wants to get married. Well, to be honest, she doesn't give a damn where we get married. She just wants to go to a courthouse and get it done, and
Hey.
spend the rest of her life telling people how to spell Vosa.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza is not bad.
It isn't. It just everything smells like socks. That's the only bad part. You can't order a beer. I mean, you can, but it's frowned upon. Offering the 4-year-old next to you, hey man, you want to fucking Heineken?
You're fucking horrible. But I mean, so okay, that's what's triggered you.
No, what's triggered me?
No, I'm going back to like what you were asking me.
Exactly. No.
That's what's triggered.
There's
you.
more than that.
Okay, there's more to
It's
this. Okay, so
deeper.
explain.
It's much deeper.
Okay, go.
All right, so occasionally you have the little kid taking pictures next to your car because they think it's cool.
Yeah, that's one of the best feelings.
And then occasionally you'll have the adult taking pictures of your car.
Yes.
What I want is for like abuela come over to the car and take a picture of it. Like, look at the fucking balls on this thing. Holy fuck.
I mean, granted, if I see a grandma,
You know you got that.
yeah, no, that's that because you don't see many grandmas.
No,
At all.
You're wrong.
1, 2, maybe, if that.
I seen one very important one this summer. She made us coffee.
Oh, you're talking about my grandma.
Yeah.
Nice way in there, boo. Nice way in there.
Grandma, if you're listening, I love you.
But, okay, so I'll give you a better one. What do you think triggered Kate to work
Kate-
on her car?
Oh, I can tell you that.
What?
Me.
You pushed her?
No, not
Or
pushed her.
kind of,
She saw how much love there was in this family, the C4 family, rather. And she was like, I want that. I want that for me. I want to be part of that. I want to be part of that environment.
okay.
And so she started, hold on. I didn't want to burp into the mic and be a
Oh, that's great. So you
rude
just,
jerk. No, she seen that and she was like, all right, let me do something a little different. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, she bought the wrap first.
okay.
And she already had a pair of my old wheels sitting there that, you know, we threw them on. And then she was like, I want something better as far as fitment goes. So then we got those Tenzo Type M's.
Okay.
And
So it was gradual,
yeah.
is
and,
what you're saying. Until she really got into like the team thing and then it really started kicking up from there.
there's more to it.
Really?
Yeah, so Katie has a wide body. I'm not going to give you guys what brand because
God, I want to see it on that car already. But
I
continue.
promise you this is something you guys haven't seen in person in Jersey or anywhere North America because she's number 2 of 2.
Yeah, pretty much actually, yes. Don't worry, you guys will see a lot more of that spring, summer of this year.
Jesus, we're coming out swinging as a team.
So,
Between everything popping off on the team and then all the crazy builds are going to be popping off, I promise you it's going to be something to watch.
well, you gotta remember, if there's one thing COVID has done is
Motivate.
the motivation of at least getting stuff off the list
Time.
and the time to do it, actually. for the ones that have been able to, to work on their cars and whatnot.
Funds for some people between that extra fucking check every week.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I know a lot of people that have just straight up like rent. What's rent? I'm gonna go buy your air ride. I'm gonna go get a set of wheels. I'll just sleep in my car. I don't give a shit. I was like,
bills.
wow, not the way to go, but okay.
I already seen a sticker sponsored by COVID-19 checks. I swear.
I'm not even surprised. Honest to God, I'm not even surprised.
I actually seen it on a Hummer.
Oh wow, really?
Dude, it was really sick. It was right here on 46. The guy had it yellow, had spinners on it, raised up, light bars.
Did you just say spinners?
Dude, spinners. We were just talking about it on the last episode. Guess what? I seen them. And it was at a light. And I was like, wow. Wow. I'm in a work van. I was like, beep, 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 beep. He rolls down the tint. Little old man. I didn't expect it. I was like, did you just do this? He goes, yeah, I just did it. What do you think? And I looked over. I'm like, fucking tits. I love it. I was going to give him a card, but I couldn't get to my wallet quick enough.
God, I miss spinners.
It was amazing. I think he lives here in town.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I keep my eyes open for that one.
I couldn't believe it either. A Hummer.
Now, in terms of like the motivation, because I mean, it's funny because some of the guys that have come into the team, I've said it a million times before. They go in with the expectations of keeping
Lower
it simple,
wheels. Yep.
and that's it. It isn't until they go to their first actual show
And catch
and
that
they
brutal
park.
ass whooping.
And they park with the team, and then they really go walk around and come back, and 9 out of 10, they all change their tune.
They see how little that PP is.
Yeah, they all change their tune. They're like, okay, I want to do a little bit more.
I think that's what's going on.
Okay,
with me.
now, what cars do you think have had way too much motivation on? Like they've
Mine.
been overly done.
Mine.
No, I guess. Yeah, I guess we can
You know,
go with
people
overly
beat the
done.
shit out of a Z. I would not beat the shit out of, rather, better put, mod it.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different versions of a Z being modded, whether it's Rocket Bunny wide body or
The Pan Am kit, I think it is.
that was actually pretty cool.
I mean, that is a mean ass kit. Expensive as shit, but.
And then I've seen the Stardust kits, which cost a fucking arm, leg, and a mortgage.
What are the cars you think?
You didn't even let me touch on the Crown Carbon Crafton wide body.
No, because I already know you, but that's why.
I can go on all day. Z's, they beat to death. E36s too, man.
I know, no,
I know you
they
own
have
one.
been. No, I know. I'm an E36 owner to the life of me. They have been overly done. I mean, not overly done. Let me rephrase that. They have all been done.
It's common to see it modded out.
It is common. They are common to see modded out, but chances are 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 will do the same thing, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah, you're right.
So it's, you know what I mean? It's not like saying overly modded to like, oh my God, but it's just like the same thing.
Something on it touched.
You know what I mean? Like M3 bumper, BBS style wheels. If you can find a nice set of BBSs, roof rack with a bike on it.
Yeah, that's the
And
stereotypical.
on coils.
And
Or on bags.
They do that little duckbill sometimes.
Once in
Carbon
a blue
fiber
moon.
accents.
Once in a blue moon, they do. But genuinely, at least the E36 community is very. We can mod them, but we keep them,
Stock looking ish.
clean, stockish.
Euro.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's one. It's one.
That
of
is
those
a
things.
Euro vibe. That's a big thing. Look at the Audis.
It is. You don't see Audis done crazy either.
Well, ready for this?
You see them all done technically the same. A nice set of 3-piece wheels on bags.
VIP interiors.
They swap their interiors out to like the R line or the S line if they don't have that. That type of deal. Motor work, but crazy, wide bodies or no, you hardly ever. Yeah, if you like go ahead and scroll through Instagram.
I mean, you can find a handful. But that's a handful.
Yeah, literally a handful, which is exactly my point. So you got some of these cars that are, well, better said, a lot of the makes and the models have been overly done because you see a lot of the same models and brands, but not a lot touch on going at crazy, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay. No, you're absolutely right. But as far as the Euro world is concerned,
Yeah, but the Euro world in general is like that.
Exactly
It's
that.
one of those things. It's very hard to see.
JDM World on the other half.
Oh no, that's correct. Yeah,
240s?
yeah, they're crazy. No, get out of here. They're nuts.
Every flavor, every color.
freaking one.
Every wide body, metal wide bodies, fucking molded on, whole nine,
No,
carbon fiber, everything. The GTR is even too now. It's getting to that point where every
slowly,
GTR
yes.
has to be modded.
If from it being a very oh my god one of one type deal, or like oh my god, there's two of them that are done up nice. Now they really are becoming.
But that's the guys with the fat pockets showing you their size.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, hey, power to you. I would love to have a GTR, but they are being more common. Like the more common car to start seeing at these shows.
And I'm noticing that too. Between the new GTRs are usually the ones most common modded.
Mm-hmm.
You're starting to see a lot of the old school GTRs too now come out because of that 25-year rule or 20-year rule.
Yes, but also those those fall into like their own category anyway.
Dude, it's still a mean ass car, and I would pick
It's
it
just a
over
mean-ass car.
a new GTR any day of the week.
You know it is. Those are
RB26 cast iron block.
Oh, all
fucking
day.
bulletproof.
all day, but those cars themselves are legends. You know what I mean? It's one of those
They're
things.
legends because of the car community.
Exactly, but it's one of those things that they're just in their own category, I believe. Because while yes, there's a 25-year rule and you can get them now, while you're seeing a few pop up, they're still like wow. You get me? Like
Okay.
you really don't see them parked on every block.
I mean, we
type
got the
deal.
red one in town.
We do have that red one in
But ready
town
for
with the white
this?
wheels. Yes.
Now there's a purple one in town.
Have seen the purple one. I actually have a buddy of mine that lives in upstate New York, and he actually has a purple one. He's had it right now for like 2-3 years now.
But I think that midnight purple's fucking.
That midnight purple is absolutely
gorgeous.
beautiful. And this guy added a House of Color metal flake to that midnight purple, and that shit pops like you have no idea with the bronze wheels. It looks insane. It looks insane. I can't remember the IG, but if I remember, I'll throw a screenshot of it on the website. But you know another car, Miatas,
Miatas are done to death.
Civics.
Done to death also. But I do
Subarus?
like to see the occasional Civic hatchback done.
Yes.
Those little EKs, EGs.
And don't even get me wrong, Miatas, yes, overly done. But Jesus Christ, there are a few that really just, you have to give them credit.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
There's one guy on Instagram, oh my God, Miata. I literally remember his IG
Is it
name off the
OMG
bat.
Miata or Oh My God Miata?
Literally OMG Miata.
Okay.
That fucking Miata is insane. Like insane.
Describe it.
Tomato fire truck red, black top, fully wide body, with these wheels and barrels that I'm actually, while I'm even talking about this, I'm even gonna go into IG real quick
What's
just
got,
to
like
show you the
7-inch
car.
lip with a step up?
Yeah, no, stupid. It's just stupid. Everything's chromed out. And let's see.
You have any idea what kind of body kit it has on it?
No, the custom flares completely. Custom set of taillights, bro.
All right, so it would
That-
seem to me that he has those Ferrari circle tail lights on it that they like to put on Mustangs.
Yes, or like the GT,
Cut
or
rear
like the
bumper,
Ford GTs.
little ducktail on them. Oh, those are not custom fucking fenders. You can buy those on eBay.
Yeah, but still, look at the craftsmanship behind that.
No. I gotta say, whoever put that together.
He
together
did it
very
all
well.
himself, actually. Yeah, he even has his own YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken.
The lips on the lips on the
Look at
wheels.
I think the last mod he did was he finally did fender vents on it, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
I've been following this dude. I'm like, yo, this
He's running slicks.
this guy's on point right now.
Oh, he's running Hydron Super Slick, Super Disc wheels. But if I'm not
Only
mistaken,
has power in that thing. You wouldn't even think that Miata's pulling that, but he has balls. That car has balls.
I think these tires got to be like maybe 12 inches wide. From
Tell
the
me
ones-
looking at it, that's not the meanest setup actually for a Miata. And don't get me wrong, like I said, Miatas fall into that category of being saturated in the car scene.
He got a Turbo Smart thermostat on his turbo.
Do you see the chromed out
Everything
turbo?
is
Bro.
Yeah, chrome. Everything's nice and neat. He even has the gold installation to prevent heat wear.
So no, you know what I'm saying? End of the day, he built it right.
I gotta give him that. And the body lines are on point. Actually, you never see body lines on point for a Miata. Never.
No, hardly ever. We're used to. I mean,
We're
even
used to
when you go on the
gaps and tight
marketplace,
areas and
they're so saturated. The marketplace tells you how saturated they are. You can have one falling apart, and they still want like $5,000 for it. You still need like another 6 to make it look like a normal Miata before you even touch it.
that's the insane part. These things held value, though, I can tell you.
No, they're like Jeeps. Those the damn Miatas are exactly like Jeeps. They hold their value like crazy. But definitely, if you guys have not followed this dude, OMG Miata. Literally, this car
One
is
word.
on point. It's one of those things that C4 approved, like 100%.
He even gives you blueprints on how to do the little, I guess, release vent for the.
Yeah, no, he
downpipe
does
to the
all his
turbo.
work. He literally does all his work.
No, he got that off.
He's not scared to cut up a fender or none of that crap.
72,000 followers. There you go.
But the car is no damn joke, though. Like, I love the way he built that.
All right. Well, how often are you going to see that? I bet you he's not driving it from fucking
Well,
street
it falls under.
a show car. It's a full-on.
That's
show
a full blown show car. So you look at
somebody
that
like
and you ask
that,
yourself, at what point do you sit there and go, you know what? I'm going balls in this freaking Miata.
I don't think that was his idea. I think to himself, he was like, "This would be cool. This would be cool. This would be cool."
I
as he
mean,
built it.
Yeah,
And that has to be
technically.
a thing for people too. Just adding little parts here and there, here and there.
Yeah, but like I said, look at our examples of what triggered us to certain degrees on what to do and what to say is, okay, enough of this. I'm taking it to the next level. You got me?
Yeah, no, that's a thing.
Because I'm curious on what other people's opinions might be on like what triggered them specifically to start doing something to the car. Was it you went to a meet with one of your friends, you happen to see the same car you have, back in your driveway
Yeah.
that you own, and you're just like, shit, okay, that looks pretty cool. And then maybe
You
that
stole the idea and tweaked it.
snowballed you into doing it.
Okay.
Because then you hear some of the stories that I know people have come into the team. They didn't know their ass from their elbow. What a wrench was, what a fender flare was, a lib was. But hanging out with somebody, like their best friend type deal,
Teaching them how to wrench.
being around the environment for so long, you slowly get sucked into the car world.
You start changing out LED bulbs and
And
shit.
then you slowly, you know what? Those lights are brighter. They do look nicer.
Boom.
Oh, you know what? Tints, yeah, the sun sucks in the summer.
Yeah.
Before you know it, I'm kind of bored of these wheels. Boom, set of wheels.
Yeah. And now that I got the new wheels, I don't like the fitment.
Exactly. It sits too high. I got to lower it a little bit. You get me? It's one of those
All
things.
right, so it's an evolution, It's an
It's
evolution.
an evolution.
And there's
the
different
day.
versions of the car at the end of the day.
So the thing is, what's everybody's different take? Because I'm pretty sure as people are listening to this episode, they're all going to be doing one thing, remembering what triggered them to get into the car game.
Guys, on our website, you can leave us voicemails. I promise you will play one or two of them if you.
Yeah,
give
no,
us,
definitely. The voicemails that you guys leave, we'll play them on the next following episodes. But yeah, tell us your stories on how you guys started in this car thing. Like, what triggered you guys? Was it at an actual car show? Did you lose a few times and that got you like, fuck this shit, fuck this nigga, I'm going after him type deal? Or, pulling up to a red light, seeing the same car with a grandma sitting inside of it.
And not for anything. Hold on. I want to put this out to the listeners.
Go for it.
The day after our last episode, we had 20,000. The day after, 20,000 visits to the episode, the website, and nobody left a voicemail, guys.
I know, yeah, guys, don't be scared. It's perfectly fine.
What is that? You just creeping by just to see what's going on, checking left and right? No, leave us a voicemail, even if it's to tell us how much we suck or to make
Doesn't
sex
matter.
noise in there.
We always
Go
have fun
ahead,
anyway.
Do it. You want to fart into it? Do it. Leave us a voicemail. We want to hear it.
But we would love to hear the stories behind like individuals and like what triggered them. It would be fun to hear that.
I can't wait to hear that.
So that would be interesting. Now, on the opposite side of the coin, from the cars most saturated and most done, which, even before the change of quote unquote scenery, the cars that are overly done a lot, I actually have more credit for to the guys that build them,
To be different.
because I think that pushes somebody to be different and to come up with that one mod nobody else has thought of. It may take per example, we run into the Miatas, because we were just talking about this guy's.
Okay.
This guy's Miata stands out.
Yeah.
He's definitely done a few things.
But he's not doing anything nobody else has done.
No, you're right. But it's the way he's executed half the mods is what he's done differently than the other Miatas.
Like, what do you think took for that person to put that Ferrari motor in the FRS?
Exactly. At what point do you sit there looking at your car and just be like,
I have enough money to do this. Let's fucking
I'm
go.
pretty sure I can buy, instead of another PRZ or an FRS, I want a Ferrari motor.
Yeah,
You know
no.
what I mean?
And then the engineering that comes
Even
behind
if
it
the
and,
motor is even, God only knows what the hell even a Ferrari motor even goes for, but
I can tell you, about
What?
12 to 22, depending on which version you get, whether it's
I'm assuming you would have to get like a wrecked one.
no, actually.
You can go to Ferrari dealer and be like, I want this motor.
No, because then you're going to pay through the nose. I mean,
Hey,
yes,
that's
you
what I'm
could, you
saying.
can do that, but you're going to pay through the nose. From what I understand, people will
Mm-hmm.
part out their cars for Ferraris
Really?
because they're worth more from parts.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Let's say you have a 20-year-old Ferrari that doesn't run.
Yeah, no, it makes
Those
more.
seats worth $5,000 right
Yeah,
there.
you make your money back,
Versus
double.
having somebody repair your motor, know what's wrong with
Okay.
it, bring it
Yeah,
to
in
right
that
people.
sense, you're right. It does make sense. But is there a storyline on how that dude got that Ferrari motor? There has to be an article. On it.
I bet you there is, but my best guess is he's a professional drifter, pro-am.
Okay,
Or
yes.
At the
I was
time,
trying to
he
remember
may
the
have
name.
been pro-am, but now he's definitely pro. And he was like, all right, well, I'm going to need more power, and I want my car poorly balanced. No, don't come for me. No, but, and power to weight and being able to send it. I mean, that's a wise decision. I mean, it seems pretty hard to navigate as far as that car goes. It's not necessarily unpredictable, but it's not necessarily a SR20 and a 240.
Yeah, no, it's a different animal completely. Just the beautiful sound of the fucking thing idling is just insane.
Sputtering.
Yeah, no, it's
Fluttering of the wheels.
another thing completely. But like exactly, at what point, like, do you sit there and just be like,
Well, he probably
I
brought
think
up
that motor will fit.
he probably brought it up to the build team and the board, and they were like, you know what, that would grab attention.
I mean,
Congratulations,
congratulations,
you
it did.
won.
100%, it did, and you won.
Got all the
It's
media
one of
press
those
he could.
It's one of those things too. Now, on the opposite side of that, what cars do you think are like underrated that people don't really even bother doing too much? That should be actually done more, to be honest, in my opinion, anyway. Just to balance out the
old school boxy Benzes.
okay, the old school 80s and the 90s.
I'm
The
reaching deeper
C-Class?
60s and 70s.
Oh, damn, you're going fucking old school as
Over
hell.
the
Okay.
summer, I watched somebody have one on bags with a little curb finder and like a little flag on it. And I was like, wow, I had to stop and take a picture of it. He made
Okay.
it. As far as I'm concerned, that's it. You're done, dude.
Okay, yeah, but those cars.
And he's in a class of his own.
I was just about to say that it's one of those things. They're in a league of their own.
But all those cars that need to be done more are in the class of their own.
Yes and no, but think of some modern cars that you don't even see.
You know what I'd want to see done? And I know this sounds really stupid.
What?
I want to see like a Land Rover or a Range Rover with wide body airbags, the whole nine.
It would be dope, to be honest. And now I do know there's companies that make the white body kits for the
those
Range
cars?
Rovers and the Land. Yeah, no, they're out there, but the prices are also out there. You're looking at like $5,000 for a kit, or $6,000, $7,000.
So your average Range Rover owner, swap out your headlights about $1,000 anyway. So
Exactly, it's one of those things that fit.
Kinda giggle
I mean,
at
the
it.
price of the kit fits the price of
the build.
the build, if that makes any sense. But going back to that, yeah, it would be dope to see a Land Rover or a Range Rover, but like, just bring it down like price value though wise.
Oh, you think a cheap?
You don't see Volvos.
I want to see Celicas.
Well,
Celica
what year
GTs,
Celica? What generation?
Pop-up headlights, baby.
Oh, okay, the pop-up headlight style. Aren't those like the JDM Legends? Doesn't that fall under the?
If you think that, how many people do you know have them done? Go ahead, I'll wait.
Actually, my friend, quite a few with the pop-up headlights.
I never see them done.
Yes, very old school. We actually even have one on the team from Pennsylvania.
How come I don't know about that guy?
Surprise.
Is he in the Facebook group chat?
Yeah.
I just started tuning into. So, guys, recently I just made a Facebook just to buy parts and shit and things that I break often. I know I can find them cheap on Facebook, like control arms and such. But I just started getting into the Facebook group chat, and I didn't know how many members we had. And
Yeah,
I was
I told you
unaware of how
we
large
actually have
we
a lot.
are.
It's just one of those things. They just all talk crap into each other.
Yeah, they were coming for Alfredo today.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was nervous for
they
him.
have fun. I have fun reading from the outside in. I swear to God. But yeah, no, we actually have one of those old school Celicas with the pop-up headlights. He actually even painted it metallic green, if I'm not mistaken, and dropped the motor in it and all that. So, but granted, they are rare to find. They are rare to find, and a lot of the times you do see them, but they're straight up race cars.
I want to see one that's VIP'd out or.
See there, you hit the nail on the head. You don't see them a lot VIP'd out. You don't at all.
It would be really cool.
It would be nice to see them in an old school JDM stance way,
Yeah.
like they do with these big body style like
Or Bozuzoku
Toyotas.
out.
See, that would mean as shit too, which that you don't even see anymore, and that's even a different world in itself. For the love of God.
I'm just starting to, not for anything. I know that's been around for a while, but I'm starting to see different cars doing that more over in Jersey. I know it's huge in California. I get it.
Yeah, it's
You'd be
big.
very
It's bigger
surprised.
in Cali than it is here.
And I'm starting to see it come over and bleed over to here.
Which is cool because honestly, I've been a fan of that crazy. I'll be honest, the crazy chin, the crazy front lips on it that are like a mile long. I'm not game for that.
Well, that's because functionality.
Functionality. Let's be for real. It's just one of those things. But the style of the aesthetics of the fender flares, molded to the side skirts,
Crazy
the crazy
exhausts.
big wing, the crazy exhaust pointing up or doing a heart shape or doing a star shape. I am 100% a fucking fan of that.
Well,
That if you can
that's
take
the kid
that,
inside of us.
yeah, but if you can take that style and mash it with the style that we have here in the East Coast and Upper East Coast anyway, because down
People are gonna
south
start doing it.
It's a different thing because they do the bunks and there's the
The Carolina lean.
the Carolina lean. Thank you. I was trying to remember the damn mod name, but there's down south. It's one of those things. Once you pass like Delaware, Maryland, that type of deal, forget about it. It's a different style. But getting a little bit of that JDM style and mashing it up here,
It's cool.
I'm a fan for. A few people have done it. A few people. I've seen a few cars here around the tri-state area that have taken little cues here and there and have been able to blend it, in my opinion anyway, pretty damn well.
I'm gonna give you another one.
What?
Legacy wagons. I've seen one done recently, and I couldn't stop scratching my head. Like, what gave this guy the balls to do all of this shit? Now, it's a nasty build. He got that off, but why? How? I need to know his story. If you're listening, dude, drop your story. We want you as like a special appearance
C4
guy.
Lifestyle Media on IG, please, guys. But I mean, like Volvos. I keep on going to Volvo because nobody really takes a Volvo. I personally have not seen any Volvos that really make you what the fuck? That's a Volvo?
So over the summer, again, things you see at meets that you don't see at car shows.
Which is true. It goes back to that. There are certain little gems that pop up in the meets that they just refuse to go to shows or for some apparent
Homeboy
reason.
shows up with one that's like shit brown, caca brown, with gold. I think they were like baby supers or something. He had to have like a conversion kit on it for the lug pattern. But it was the diesel version, rolling coal off his fucking hood.
See that?
Two-stepped it, pop, pop, pop.
Okay. See,
Fucking
that's original. Okay.
3-foot flame out of the fucking hood on that old school fucking like it was like it looked like a mom and dad car. Meet the Griswolds.
No,
Dude, I was like, what the fuck?
no shit.
And when I asked how much power you got, he goes, only 400. I'm looking at he'll blow the doors off me any day of the week.
No shit.
Yeah.
I mean, but see, those are cars you hardly see though.
Blow the doors off me for now.
You just had to throw that in there.
Yeah, no, I had to. I gotta let them know.
But I mean, I do know that one friend of yours that has the Saab, the yellow Saab.
Joey Riz, that's my buddy.
That Saab is mean as shit, and I'm a fan of that damn Saab.
That kit that he has on there, he waited months and had to fight with customs and the whole nine.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure that was straight imported because
Yeah.
you don't see even that kit anywhere near here in the States.
If you could see somebody that parks next to him with that same kit, I'll give you $1. I'll give you $10, $20.
But again, it goes down to the same thing. Cars that you hardly see. That should be actually done more, in my opinion, anyway.
All right, ready for this? I'm gonna give you a good example though.
Go.
Katie's car.
Okay.
You see that car done with suspension stance. That's it.
Yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But now you personally know what she's going to be doing. Mm-hmm. Do you ever see anybody do that?
No, which comes into the same thing on why she's going to be like 2 out of the entire United States that has the wide body kit. So, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. But it goes back to the same thing. While it's cool,
it's something nobody's done yet.
It also becomes a nightmare. I'll give you the other end of that coin.
Go ahead.
When I built Blue.
Yes.
This was before the SS. SS didn't exist. The SS didn't come out until until 06. So the normal Trailblazer body ran from 02, where it debuted, to 04. Normal.
Okay.
Then mid 05, 06 is when they came up with the SS version of it.
Okay.
So
which is
now,
pretty cool.
No, it's fucking insane. It's one of those things. It's on my to-do list of trucks I want to own one day.
Nigga, where are you gonna park it?
I'll worry about that shit if I were to get the truck. That's just the way it
You're
rolls.
a few French fries short for the Happy Meal. You know that, right?
I'll just park it in Amanda's house. It's fine. But anyway,
Amanda,
going
if
back,
you're listening, you better put a stopper on this. Make him buy a fucking JDM car.
get the driveway ready. People now that get the truck, they try to convert it into SSs.
Typical.
Which is okay. That's fine.
You see that coming from down the block.
But yeah, you see that coming. Now, when I built Blue, yeah, okay, I took a mess of parts from everywhere. You know, did a mashup
Made
on
a
everything.
whore.
Yeah, pretty much.
Say that 10 times fast. Parts whore.
So while it opens a lot of doors, as in the uniqueness of it, it also closes so many. Because then when you want to try and get sponsored or you want to try and get something, they kind of look at you like, yeah, it's original, it's unique, and we like it, but there isn't a demand for that because nobody's really doing what you're doing. You get me?
I think that's what makes the build cool.
Yes, 100%. I'm for that, which is why I'm even saying I wish I saw more Volvos. I wish I saw more Saabs. I could list a ton of cars that you hardly see that I wish would be seen more at shows.
Datsuns.
Yes, it's true.
Oof.
And
No. I want the name brand Datsun, not the,
you want the name,
not the Nissan 240s.
Okay, you want the actual name Datsun,
not the
to come back.
240Zs.
Okay, that's a different
I want
thing.
the Datsuns.
But it's one of those things. Even me building Blue, when it came to, I'm like, oh, let me see if these guys. Okay, yeah, they're picking up sponsorships. All right, you do the application, the whole 9 yards, and a lot of them would come back and be like, yeah, we love this,
we don't know where to start with it.
but we don't even know where to begin. We don't even know if there's even a market for this. I got that. I
Start
got
scratching your head.
Yeah, just like, what the fuck? What the hell?
I thought I was
like,
doing
whatever.
good.
I thought it was special. But whatever. But you do see a lot of that, actually, in the car game.
I think that's how you know you're winning.
Yes and no. It's one of those things. I swear to God, it's annoying.
Name a person who's done something like that don't think that they can win a first place, second place, third place, best top 50 cars.
I know a lot of people that have taken a car that hardly seen, hardly modded, have really put their brain into it. And they do come out second, first place, best of show winners.
You're gonna.
But they all fall into the same problem. When they want to get something they want, nobody really wants to
Touch the subject.
Yeah, I remember even one time when Whipple, I read an article on some like SUV magazine.
Superchargers.
Yeah, Whipple Superchargers was making a prototype supercharger for the Trailblazer, for the inline 6 4.2 liter.
Okay.
Literally my truck, my motor, my trans, my everything. Bolt on, it was going to be running 7 pounds of boost, and it was going to bring you up to like 600 something horses on normal gas. Nothing to mess with your internals.
No E, no.
No,
nothing.
bro. It was gonna be 100% bolt on and safe. And I think max boost was gonna be close to like 15 pounds.
Oh, that's kind of
And
crazy.
maybe then you would need to,
tweak your drivetrain.
tweak a little bit more of the stuff because let's be for real, 15 pounds is 15 damn pounds on a truck.
Yeah, no, it's a serious number.
So I remember, and they made 10 superchargers.
Okay.
Okay, I read the article.
You reached out.
I reached out. They were using plain Jane Trailblazers from like a used car dealership and slapping on the damn supercharger.
That's got to be a selling point.
So I was like, okay, let's jump on this. I'll give you the truck. Let's do this. Throw a humongous Whipple banner on it. I'll promote you in all the shows that I'm gonna go to. Definitely seeing, Whipple supercharger in a Trailblazer, in 02 and 03 and 04 at shows, it's gonna bring some type of hype
Oh yeah,
to
no.
people to buy the truck.
Jump on it.
Nah, they shelved the whole project. And to this day, I still even talk to one of the guys that still works at Whipple. And every now and then, I always drop them an email, see if they'll ever want to get rid of the damn superchargers. They have them in warehouse, collecting dust.
Stop it.
3 in prototype Trailblazers, which, they're company cars, so those things don't touch anything. They're just, kind of shelved in a warehouse, and that's it.
That hurts my heart.
Fully boosted. And with the paperwork and the dyno sheet and everything of them pushing close to like 600 horses.
So you're telling me Blue can be pretty and fast,
Yes. And now she's just pretty.
and you can't seem to break that threshold. Say I need one.
And they're like, no, thanks. We were thinking about it, but
How
not
much
enough.
do they want for them for cash?
I don't know. At that time, I think it was going to retail back in 02. It was going to retail for like $7,000, $8,000.
How much do you think they want now?
Jesus Christ. And that was back then in 02. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 03, 04. When I reached out after I read that article.
So they probably send you a spare ECU to run it till you get tuned.
I mean, I don't know how it would work to this day.
Well, that's how that would work. You would send them the ECU.
Yeah,
your
I'm
own
sure.
ECU.
Yeah, they'll upgrade it to the firmware that needs to run on the
Correct.
supercharger. Send that back, and obviously with the pretty supercharger. Because it was 100% bolt-on. Like literally, you can do it in a
Stock fuel injectors.
No, stop, bro. It was like a 3-hour install,
Fuck you.
dude. It was. I swear to God, if I find like scans of the article, I'll even throw that on the fucking website so people can check that out if they're interested in it. But yeah, I reached out to them the whole 9 yards, and I came back with the same damn thing. Yeah, thanks, but there's not
a demand for this.
There's not a really crazy demand for it. And I'm in a Trailblazer page. I'm on a Trailblazer forums. You name it, I'm on it. And people, there's like 20, 30,000, 40,000 damn people that mod their trucks. In some way, shape, or form. Whether they lift it and they go trailing. It's one of those like wood beaters type trucks.
Wow.
To the ones that are slammed on the ground on bags.
All right, so now let me ask something.
Go for it.
Let's say I decide to email these people from my C4 account.
Uh-huh.
We wind up getting one for you.
That'll be great.
You gonna let me track it?
I
Down the strip, that's all I'm asking.
don't know, man.
Down the strip, that's
that
all.
bumper's really low.
All I'm asking for is down the strip. The
You can
strip is
sit in the
flat,
passenger seat. That's fine.
and you'll floor it and go through the gears.
Yeah, I'll floor it. Because I could floor it and it would go. Yeah, remember, all I have is an intake and exhaust and the computer tuned. That's it.
Yeah, but you'll probably run high 12s at least.
Which would be hilarious for a truck that heavy with that much wood and fiberglass in the back.
I'm gonna do that tonight.
That's great. You do that. Let me know how it works.
All right? You're laughing at me.
Bro, I have been trying since 04. We're in 2021.
When was the last time you sent out an email?
Maybe January of last year. Before the world said, fuck you.
Well,
We're
how
stopping.
bad? The question comes down to how bad do you want it?
Oh, no, that would be awesome now. It's one of those things. It's a prototype.
Look at Jared. Jared had prototype Gretty and.
Why do you think I even get freaking annoyed with that GTR? He should have kept it.
I mean, to maintain it was very expensive. I
No,
understand why
granted.
he got rid of it.
Granted. It was.
It's not like he didn't have the money. I know he had the money, but he understood that it was a financial burden, which super
Yes and
intelligent
no.
to kind of shy away
Yes
from
and
it.
no. Yes and no. We come back to the same thing. Yes and no. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I think any modded car is a pain in the ass. Let's just get that out of the way.
Gretty and Garrett, that's who it was.
Gary and Turbos and there was somebody else. HKS. I forgot. That was the other one. They made prototype parts for that GTR. I mean, it won a SEMA.
Yeah, that it did. Shit,
Best build.
that makes me sad when I
You
think
know what is
about
to
that car.
win best build and then to own that car?
Oh no, it's a fucking baller ass thing to
Slip
do.
out of your fingers. And don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's a burden. It's a pain in the ass. Car wasn't running right. I get it. Could have made a few emails. Could have made a few calls. I mean, we go back to this. It's the same thing. But it's the same deal with, going back and let's say Whipple goes and goes, you know what? We're cleaning inventory.
Here, take one.
This is what it cost us to make one. Send us that. We'll send you one. Fuck it. Obviously no warranty. Because we can't obviously make parts for something that doesn't even exist
Yeah.
to a certain degree. Now, do you sit there and go, okay, now if I install this, something goes wrong, then what?
You got to figure it out.
I got to figure it out.
Custom parts, handmade, CNC machine.
You got to jump into the fabbing. You got to jump into this. You got to jump in.
So now, would you install it even?
Then it goes into, do you sit there and go, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to install it.
But that's the same mentality as far as committing to that super duper build.
Exactly my point. Why exactly I just referenced this. Exactly why I just referenced it. At what point do you sit there and go, okay, I know what I want to do. I really want this bad. But is it worth the headaches it's going to probably bring me down the line? You get me now?
If you have to ask yourself, the question is no. The answer is no.
No, you're going to go in.
You have to.
Like even me thinking
you
about
have
it,
to go balls
and
deep.
even now thinking about it again as I'm talking about it, yeah, no, 100%. If Whipple were to contact me tomorrow and be like, you know what, we'll send you a supercharger,
Pay us the cost.
pay us the cost of whatever it is to make it, we'll send it to you. Okay, I'll slap a Whipple sticker on the truck real quick and I'll drop it in, and be one of one, bro, all day. But if you think I'm anal now with Blue, bro, forget about it. If I drop a supercharger in that damn
Don't
thing.
forget, if it happens, you promised me on
That's
this
fine.
podcast that
and then
I
I'm
would
turning
sit
the damn
passenger
car
seat.
off and I'm like, get out. The second we get down the track, get out. That's it. Enough. You know what? Get the trailer over here. I'm done. I'm not even going to move this thing back in the lot. I'm just going to put it back in the trailer.
No, you have to let it cool down. You can't just send it hot.
No,
and-
obviously, I know that. But the point is, the amount of care that you start babying your car will just reach all-time high, I think, at that level.
But you see, I think that's the one advantage I have over you right now.
What?
Once my body work is done and everything's done and all
Mm-hmm.
lined up, I think I can be a contender visually with you. Where-
Dude, you could be one now. What the fuck are you talking about? I've been telling you this.
But I think with my motor, I know I'm going to blow it and swap it or do something special
Yeah, but you know what? You have the luxury
of
of
having
doing that.
parts available.
Of having parts available.
Yeah,
Let's
but-
say, for example, the only way I
Even
can
if we
really
spill
go.
beans. I
yeah,
came
yeah,
close to doing it.
don't. You almost did, boo. You almost did.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
people, I can imagine people with the pens and the paper be like, I gotta go out and take this nigga out.
I'm just saying, built motors
Mm.
are easy to come by for my car.
Yes, and it comes into the list that we were doing. What's overly saturated has awesome benefits because you can look anywhere and find anything.
Like, for Christ's sakes,
You have
Ryan
motor
Kraut-
mounts you can drop an LS motor in your car all day.
like
Why? Because there's a guy that thought of it, did it, saw the market for it, and was able to make motor mounts
So-
that drop in and plug in.
ready for this? 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to 2006, Brian Crower drops a whole set for my car. Pistons,
Okay.
arms, camshaft, crankshaft, center balanced, not outside balanced.
Okay.
Did the whole nine.
Okay.
You know how much they charge for that build?
Well,
They're looking at over 30.
I believe it. Pretty much the price of a used version of your
Now
car
you
from
buy
a
all that shit
dealership.
on eBay for 12.
Okay.
So it's not super uncommon. Is it hard to do, and do you have to know where the fuck to go to get it
Yeah,
done
exactly.
for the right price?
But it comes into see, now you're jumping into the oversaturated, but inside of the oversaturated, the rareness.
You know where to go to find it.
The rareness of it. Because let's say, for example, does this guy even have any parts left over?
Absolutely.
Oh, he still has parts?
Yes. No.
Okay.
Brian Crower is not a person; it's a brand.
Well, that brand, do they have
Yeah.
parts?
Readily available. Yep.
They still make parts
You
to
can
this
order
day.
them on eBay.
Okay, see, that's a different thing. Okay, that's a different thing because even in the BMW side, when it comes to E36, there are parts.
You just gotta scour the internet for them.
You really gotta hunt. Like you really gotta hunt.
And then you pay
and
through
when
the
you do
nose.
find, man, do you get raped?
But with that supercharger, that's a one of one.
But
you're
okay,
not.
but it goes back to the same thing with that supercharger. I would be one-on-one. So the brownie points and the big balls, that won't fit in the pants type deal.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, one of one. Yeah, no, it's there. Like it feels nice, in the palate to say that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Nigga, you're one of one. God forbid. You know what I mean? You have to put in that account.
All right, so ready for this?
Go.
Let me put this in your head.
Mhm.
Let's say somebody made it to SEMA with your build, with your car rather.
Okay.
Trailblazer, right?
Yes.
And has 700 horsepower,
Insane.
right?
Mhm.
With the Whipple Charger, let's say you can make 8. Does that necessarily mean you can beat them in a competition if you have a similar body style? Does that necessarily make you better than them as far as the judges are concerned?
You know what it comes down to?
Does that mean you're going to SEMA eventually?
If, honest to God, I will put my money where my mouth is. If I were to pull off a one-of-one type deal like that, you better believe I'm going to talk to somebody to get that truck into SEMA. Hands down. How the fuck I get there? I'll worry about it.
Let me ask you something.
I'll sleep in the truck inside the trailer. I don't give a shit.
You have your Chevy Connects, right?
Yes, technically.
What's the hardest part about having them reach out to Whipple and be like, yo, let's make this a fucking build and let's fucking get it on the road?
It all comes down to the budget. Because I've gotten that too.
So cough it up.
Yeah, no, it's not in terms
You
of...
got your own trailer. What are you talking about?
No. It's not even in terms of that. It's, you got to remember one thing. Okay, say for example, when I did the Javis show.
Javits, yes.
Okay, the New York Auto Show.
Right there by the water.
Yes. To get in there is already awesome to get invited because custom cars hardly get invited. This is before even Dub doing their shows type deal. So to see a custom car in a booth was okay.
Yeah,
it was it. And I got picked thanks to the GM guys that I met at that old school SEMA show type deal. What happens? They coughed up the bill. They split it with Lincoln Tech. So in talking grander scale of it, they say that one of one part, it would have to be a co-op of, GM with Whipple. And maybe if Whipple used somebody else for something else of the components,
down
between them three.
Exhaust.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Because
Maybe
you'd have to do the exhaust on that. There's no way that your exhaust would be able to withhold
it'll
that.
hold. It'll hold.
What do you have? What kind of exhaust?
I have a
you're in?
Flowmaster in there now anyway, full catback.
Oh, so you're ready then.
Yeah, all I need to do is
Bolt
quote
it on.
unquote technically drop it in and put in the new ECU.
I hope they're listening.
So I mean that would be fire as hell. Like I said, saying in the palette, yeah, sounds awesome. One of one. I mean, technically we can say that now, just by looking at our cars, because at the end of the day we are one of one.
Speak for yourself. I
No,
got 100
shut-
people doing the same build as me. Not this new one coming
The
up.
way-
Not Snuff 2.0, but
But you know what I mean, ass.
by the way, that might be my new handle on Instagram after I'm done.
What?
Snuff 2.0.
Oh wow, really? Look at you. No, I can't. It sounds weird.
It's going to be the different version of my car.
Yeah, but keep it your AG.
Snuffleupagus.
It's one of those things. It's becoming a copyright. But, going back to that, end of the day, our builds are one of one.
Yeah.
I think anybody's build, technically, is a one of one.
Yeah, no, I got to say, if you've touched it yourself and you've built it yourself and it's that
You know what I
wow
mean?
factor, yeah, absolutely.
Whether
Even look at
It's-
Lello.
yeah.
Raising the bug, cutting the bumper, that's one of one in the area.
But even though if the brand is saturated, that there's just a lot of, they all fall under, they're still technically one of ones. To a certain degree.
Because
To a certain
nobody
degree.
has the color with the certain parts,
Exactly.
with the certain...
And maybe they have a different set of wheels or different set of suspension components, or one's going, track all day, autocross all day, drifting all day.
Well, I think that's the beautiful part about the car community.
Yes.
You can all stand out as an individual.
Exactly. Now, going even further into that, it is awesome to see the ones that take the cars that are less common. Touching back on that.
Ready for this? Look at Alex with the Subaru, the Blob Eye.
Okay, yes.
That wide body? You never see that.
No, at all. At all. And technically the car falls under, it's a Subaru because everybody loves grabbing a Subaru and just going ham on them. End of the day. Now, other end of the coin. He's doing something a little bit different
Balls.
than the other Subis have
Usually
done.
do. No, they usually get the AIG blocks and build it up and make it really nice and
Yeah, exactly.
leave the outside with the, regular pair of gold rims and
Exactly my point.
it's a power build. It's not so much aesthetically pleasing, so you don't really know what you're looking at.
Exactly my point. But it comes into that. they fall under the, while yes, it's saturated, as we were talking about before, they still fall under the rarity in it. Same thing goes to like the OMG Miata that we were just looking at.
Yeah.
Same thing goes to Balabai. You know, Alex with his Subi.
LOL Head Gaskets is his
LOL
IG.
Head
In case you
Gaskets.
guys want to follow that build, I recommend it highly. Plus, the guy's made out of gold. Not a financial standpoint. Don't think that, because
I mean,
nobody
hey,
is.
you want to go grab a coffee later, bro? If that's
Yeah,
the
right?
case.
I'll suck your dick.
Homie needs a Whipple supercharger.
But you ask him 3 o'clock in the morning, hey, Alex, I need milk. All right, give me your address.
No, stop, really?
Heart of gold, dude. Heart of gold. Heart of gold.
But, but going back to that, it's one of those things that while they fall into that category of, damn, they have the saturated brand and the make and the model, blah, 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 they fall under the rarity of it, which is cool at the end of the day. My entire point is that everybody ends up being the same thing, a one of one.
That's a deep thing.
It is. It's a very deep thought for a car guy. I know it's most car people are just like, what? What the fuck?
Hell?
But when you think about it,
We're not talking about you guys with stock cars. Stop thinking about it.
no, not you with the air freshener. We're gonna have hate mail now. But anyway,
I'm okay with that.
but that's my point. So, and even touching a little bit further out of the space, it's funny how usually the ones that start the headaches have the least stuff.
I didn't even think about that.
How it all ties in. It's hilarious how it all ties in
Jesus Christ.
when you think about it.
I mean, as a car guy, you're bound to have headaches with your car.
Oh no, it's 100%.
No car is perfect.
No
And
car.
if it is
No
perfect, you don't
damn
drive it.
car. Yeah.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things. And like I said, and this goes back to the other episodes. I love sitting in my cars. I love driving them. The biggest smile on my faces are always going to be me sitting in blue, me sitting in red, sitting
Shadow.
in rusty and shadow. And yes, all my cars have goddamn nicknames. Don't you dare judge me. But anyway.
No, listen, everybody names their car something.
But everybody names their car, end of the day. But the point is, the smile on your face of just sitting in what you built, nobody takes that away.
No, it's something that's hard to wipe off your face.
It is, 100%.
That smile comes off your face when you start seeing smoke come from the hood.
Yeah, very quickly.
Not for anything.
Very quickly.
Immediately that comes to mind, that kid who blew his motor and he's crying on the side of his car.
Who? Wait, what?
So on IG, I watched the video with a gold, what was it? It was a Koki 240.
Okay.
The kid does a pull in it, just got it tuned. Garrett Turbo, T something. Does a pull. It's beautiful. And then boom, all lights turn off. Pulls off to the side of the road, pops the hood, looks, immediately crouches down, puts his hand in his arm. Like remember 7-Up, that game?
Okay,
in
yes,
school?
yes.
Does one of those.
No shit.
Picks his face up, completely red, eyes bloodshot, eyes watering. And in my head, I'm like, wow, that's worse than a breakup.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
That's the one drawback, because not for anything, I know that kid had to put a lot of money into his car.
And God knows how long it took him to get it done, which is the main thing.
Effort, money, time, love, studying. So it takes a bunch of knowledge to know what parts go with what and how much parts can handle before they shit the bed.
Oof.
Head studs, even. If you
That's
cheap out on a
horrible.
head stud, dude, haha.
Yeah,
joke's
no,
on
it's
you.
true. It's true.
Ready for this? Valve lift, even those small things matter.
Like crazy. Well, the performance world is
Well, I just recently got into that, and
holy hell.
it's an expensive game.
Holy hell.
Although I didn't build, I'm gonna buy, but
No, but that even touching a little bit on that to not even go too crazy into it.
not giving it away. Yeah, he's gesturing over the table. Stop. Not giving it away.
But just the performance side of the car world
Yeah.
is holy hell expensive. Because I've seen parts. For example, for the E36, car's a 94, bro.
Yes.
Okay? Bro, it's old. Okay, let's just face she's old. Okay, she's old. So my head can't wrap around the prices on the motor parts, on like the performance parts,
Okay.
to how old the car is.
Which is funny because they're still making
No,
parts.
and they're still making.
Because
I know
there's a
home has
demand for it.
but there's a stupid demand for it.
Also, remember, your car is one of the top drift cars.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
no,
it's
it's one of those
perfectly
things.
balanced car.
I had no idea even when I found red to begin with, I was just like, whatever. I'll find the car, cut it up, do something cool with it. That was pretty much my.
And I tell you to this day, that's my favorite car you have. I know Sonic
Yeah, that's my baby. That's my.
Blue is the
Blue's my
baby,
girl.
but
That's-
Red's my favorite because of the capability and
what
although
it
it's a
could
cow,
do. Yes,
yeah,
what it could do.
the untapped potential.
Yeah, very true. And I mean, hey, I still have my motor in it, but that's besides the point.
I'm just saying, there's so much.
Perfect example. I remember seeing, was it the intake? No, not. Oh, okay. Perfect example.
Manifold.
Fucking cold air intake for that damn car.
I'm guessing around 400, 500.
Yeah, just about.
That's not bad.
What? What?
I don't even want to tell you mine.
How bad is yours? Wait, really? How bad is the Z intake? Damn, really? Is it that bad?
Put it this way. So when I got that Z intake, I found it on eBay for half the price it's advertised on the website.
Okay, so what does it normally go for?
I don't want to say the number because it's embarrassing. Because you just said that number.
Wait, really? 400, 500 bucks?
Yeah. And God forgive me if you guys are listening. I apologize now, and I'm not stealing. It's just it showed up, and this is what happened.
Okay, wait. This sounds interesting
Yeah, I
already.
didn't tell you this. This may or may not have happened, just for legal purposes. We're on a podcast, guys. This
Big
is just
asterisk in the end of that
us
comment.
telling us a story, and who knows if it's true or not. I ordered it, and it marked delivered.
Mm-hmm.
So I call him like, "Hey man, says delivered, and we never got it. Let me check the tracking. The tracking says delivered. All right, well I'm on my doorstep and nothing's fucking here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a couple days. Sometimes that happens. Okay. 2 weeks later, nothing. I call him like, "Hey man, just so you know, this is what's going on."
And you have paid
Yeah.
full price.
Actually, I paid half of what it was because I found it on eBay.
Okay, so this was like through an eBay thing or whatever.
So the person
Okay.
was selling it at parts cost probably
Got it. Okay.
because he held on to it so fucking long. It's
Got it.
2003. Come on.
Okay.
So, and the intake, the actual like filter on it is bigger than a truck.
No shit.
Yeah, have you ever looked at my filter?
No, I have not actually.
You're gonna laugh.
I will before we leave.
So, it's downstairs in the parking lot.
Oh, never mind. I forgot.
Um,
You have the wrong car here today.
Yeah. So, I call again.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "You know what? I'm gonna send you the other one because I have 3 left." I said, "Fine." He sent it to me, and both of them showed up on my doorstep. Yeah.
Wow.
So then I of course I go to my mechanic. "Hey man, I got one of these. You want one of them?" And he looked at me and goes, "Where the fuck did you find this?" I'm like, and I tell him the story. And he's
Mhm.
like, "I'll take one. Of course I'll take one." Now remember, this guy drifts his car.
Okay.
So even when I'm too scared to do a job,
Mhm.
I have to take it to him because I know I'm not savvy enough to mark everything down to torque down to spec. If it
Okay.
could go ugga-dugga, like a fucking head gasket or something,
Mhm.
maybe valve cover gaskets, maybe, yeah.
Okay.
But if it's something that needs to be done,
Mhm.
or properly tuned, I refuse to do it because I'm going to fuck it up, and I know I am. I'm a fuck up at nature. Anybody who knows me for real knows I can fuck up anything. A wet dream, I could fuck it up. Promise you.
Good to know. Good to know. I am kind of disappointed because you haven't given any crazy examples. So I'm pretty sure
trying to pull
everybody.
back on that.
You're leaving everybody like with their shot in their hand. I'm kind of like.
Fuck it, knock it back, guys. Not while you're in your car. Stop that. Because I have a friend who's been
At least
doing
pull
that.
up to the red light. Jesus.
So he says yes.
Mm-hmm.
My next job, when I blew a thermostat, I called. I was like, "Hey man, you want to come over this weekend and do it?" He's like, "Actually, just bring it." Swapped it out. "How much?" He said, "Don't worry about it. You gave me an intake."
Damn.
Yeah. You make
Okay, so it came in
clutch.
in handy. Yeah, it came in clutch.
Dude, you get to meet people and you make friends. Same thing with the car community. Somebody pulls over, blows out the tire, you give them your spare. Next thing you know, you're rolling to shows with them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you've made a friend. Now you need a hand holding up the other side of your side skirt. Guess who's there for you?
True.
Your people.
And kind of funny, you made me remember one of the stories of a kid that ended up joining the team because his home team, he was in a different team. We were all together at shows. Okay. We were cleaning up. It was the end of the day, wrapping up, throwing our stuff back in our cars. I'm guessing this guy was a noob at the time, and he started powering up his, his TVs and his lights with
Killed his battery.
He killed his battery completely.
I
But
seen
he was,
that coming from down
souped
the
up
block.
in the energy of it all.
The atmosphere.
In the atmosphere. And you're
Electrifies
like,
you.
you know
That's
what?
how that works.
Fuck it. I'll worry about it later. Puts the lights on, boom, boom, boom. But he really drained the crap out of the battery. And okay, show ended, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, we're cleaning up. We're probably one of the last crews to get out of there because we were bringing everything down. And
Well, we
whatnot.
usually are between the flags. The
Exactly, yeah. It
tents,
was one of those things. We were cleaning
tables.
up everything. And I kind of looked at the side. I'm like, oh, this dude's still there. That's weird. His whole crew just left.
They left him high and
They
dry.
literally left him there.
That's fucked up.
And the guy was so awkward to come up. He goes, hey man, I'm with the car over here. I was like, oh yeah, I was seeing you earlier today. What's up? What's wrong? He goes, yeah, I saw you have a box. You think you can give me a jump, bro? I was like, yeah, I got you, man. Don't worry about it. I brought the jumper box. We jumped him. I'm like, yo, just leave it there for like 20 minutes.
Let
so
the
it charges up
alternator
the battery.
charge, yeah.
I was able to get his battery charged, whatever. Yo, what do I owe you? I was like, dude, nothing. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Don't worry about it. I'll see you at the next show type deal. Because I knew the other club that he was in.
Okay.
So it was one of those things. But I just was like, damn, they just left him? I was like, what happened to your crew? He goes, man, it's because I'm a newbie.
Oh, that's not...
I was like, oh, it's like freshman Friday.
Yeah, it's like a hazing
That's so
type deal.
fucked up. They just left you there. I was like, all right, man. I didn't put much mind into it. I was like, hey, it is what it is, whatever. Jumped him, whatever. It was funny because then I think it was like 2 months later.
He winds up applying.
I get an email. Boom, boom. New member application. I'm like, all right, check it out. I go, I read, and the first thing I see, because I have a thing there on the team application, says member referral. So whoever let's say, for example, you told Joe Schmo.
If I told Alex, blah, blah.
Exactly, yeah. It's one of those things. And let's say he sends the application and he can put member referral snuff.
Can you just tell him that he's pre-approved already?
Bro, you're in already. Like, come on.
Come get the banner.
I just need to grab your butt. That's it.
Quit fucking around. Come get the banner, Alex.
But anyway, it's one of those things that, I have member referral. Just so I keep a track of who brings in who type deal, for my own mental sake.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot sometimes. But anyway, he literally wrote member referral. Blue truck jumped me at car show. He didn't even know my
that's
name.
awesome.
I started laughing. I was like, yo, what's going on, dude? It's me. He goes, oh, my bad, man. Yeah, I kind of, you guys picking up any cars? I was like, yeah, it's fine, bro. Don't worry about it.
There's always room
you
for
can come in.
the
There's
next
always
person
room
on
for
the car.
cars. There's always room for cars.
Next on the team. Always room.
I have hardly ever in the 20 years of doing this. I think I've said no maybe 20 times.
That's not bad.
In 20 years?
You almost let Phil go, but then he wound up selling.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it makes sense.
But, it's one of those things. But that's, different topic for another day. But, just touching base on a little bit of everything.
Sorry about choking. I'm vaping while we shoot, as every time I do.
But, it's one of those things that, going back further, back to the car lists, type deal. I want to see more of the Volvos done. I want to see more Saabs done. I do. I really do. One thing that has, chances of that taste ever coming here to the States is those crazy vans that they do in Japan with the crazy lights.
Actually, in case you didn't know, they have a whole drifting event for that.
Here? Really?
Yes, sir.
Because, okay, that's pretty fucking balls.
And everybody, to be honest, they're all one team.
Oh, are they now?
It's like,
okay.
Imagine the 36ers
Okay.
full of these vans. And they also do the occasional Toyota and Honda pickups, the little guys.
No shit.
Yeah, it's really cool. And it's almost like a sin to join another team if you're one of these guys.
No shit. Mm-hmm. See, that's cool. Okay, I see. I didn't even know that was...
The second one gets imported, the team owner winds up usually getting a notification, and then that person finds you and reaches out to you. Imagine if we had a team full of, let's just say, Civics.
Right.
The second one gets imported. You get a notification.
There's this one in the country, blah, 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 and you reach out to the new owner.
Hey, man, This is what we got going on. Would you like to be part?
That is insane connection.
Well, no, it's DMV and so on and so forth.
Also, insane connection.
Yeah.
When you think about it. But like I said, I would like to see more of the cars less seen. Better said. Even more that you don't see anymore is the Pontiacs.
Oh.
Even though, granted, okay, I get it. The brand doesn't exist anymore, quote unquote.
Yeah, but you still get that GTO every now and again. That yellow one that shows up with
But
fucking 800
I
horse.
wish I would see more Pontiacs. Maybe just like the GM guy in me, maybe. I'm pretty sure that's it.
I watched somebody do a Grand Prix recently. A red one, slammed to the ground.
See, that would be dope, a G8.
No, it was
A G8 would be awesome to
I think
see.
it might have been a Grand Prix.
That's an LS motor in that damn thing.
Oh yeah, no, it
All
got
day.
balls.
You know what I mean?
Potentially have balls, rather.
Those old school brand cars done up now, the way things are now,
Yeah.
that would be pretty balls. Yeah, I think in my opinion anyway.
Hold on, I think I actually still have a screenshot of it in my phone. So every now and again, if I see a nice car or I have a friend's car, I take a picture of it and save it into a file. I'm just that guy that sees something different and says, I like that.
Idea for later.
No, not necessarily an idea for later. Me appreciating it is all it comes down to. Hold on.
I'm trying to think of just more cars off the top of my head. Yeah, I used to see Hummers with the spinners, actually. That used to be dope as hell to see in the shows.
Here we go. I found him.
Oh, you found them already?
It's ROMZ 1 LLA. ROMZ 1 LLA.
Let me see. Okay, see, that looks awesome. Like I would dig that all day.
And he just put camber on it.
No shit. Oh yeah, he did actually. You know what? It actually doesn't even look bad.
It looks amazing. And that car you'd see a grandma in.
Yeah.
What kind of car is that?
That's a Pontiac.
Pontiac what?
It's a Pontiac Grand Prix, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a screenshot I took and sent to a friend.
Oh, GTP. Okay, so this is the performance edition from back in the day of Pontiac.
Okay.
This is the one, if I'm not mistaken, came with the factory supercharger.
Don't tell me that has
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah,
supercharger
yeah.
in
It's a
it.
factory GM. Any Pontiac, you'll see the GXP or GTP emblems on it.
That means it got balls. Don't worry.
Yeah, pretty much. It has balls. It has balls. And these things, I mean, they're LS motors. They're vet motors.
Yeah.
So people were then, I mean, I'm pretty sure that the community is still around. No wonder, in New Mexico. You know, so you don't see crap like that around here, bro. You just don't. This car's fire as hell. Back then, they would take the stuff off the vets and just retrofit it a little bit to just make them fit onto those.
Pontiacs. I could see that being a thing.
See, I wish that would come back more.
You know what I'd like to see?
What?
A clapped out Studebaker.
What?
Why not?
Oh, wow. Look at you taking my damn line.
Dude, that'd be fucking awesome.
Okay, but it's true, though. It's true, though.
Wide body, 3-piece wheels, airbags.
That would be dope.
That's all I'm asking for.
That would be dope. In a damn Studebaker.
And guess what? He'd definitely
Jesus
win
Christ,
the
you
limbo
took it.
every time.
You took it way back.
He would win the limbo every time. Because think about how low those were. You can lay down and roll into it.
Yeah, so pretty much a Miata now.
Studebaker's lower than a Miata. Unless it's convertible and the windshield is cut.
I was
which
about
I've
to
seen
say, I'm
those.
like, I don't know.
No, look at the kid who won the. What was it? It was limbo at English Town. I don't remember what day it was, whether it was NISFest or whatever. He showed up in a car that wasn't a Nissan. It may have been a Miata or a Studebaker.
Okay.
Convertible, but he had the windshield chopped.
Okay, see, that's you're talking about
That's
that hot
low,
rod.
low.
That's hot rod style modding. That's the
Plexiglass as glass?
Yeah,
That was
no.
nuts.
bro. I'll even give you a better one.
Go ahead.
His name is Dino.
Why does that sound familiar to me?
I mean, he's been in the scene as long as we have, and he drives a Ford Focus. Dino _16_ Ford. This guy, I give him so much credit because he took this car It was a, if you remember Funkmaster Flex when he did that competition. Bro, this is
With the
years
sneakers
ago.
or without the sneakers? Because he does that now. He does like a sneaker con and a
Really? Does he?
Fuck
no,
yeah.
this was a car thing. He did a car build
No,
competition.
he does a car show, but he also incorporates like a sneaker con into it.
No, this is nigga. Like this is a straight up show. Like you see it on TV.
Okay. Flex, if you're listening, give
And
us a
this
shout out.
team built a Ford Focus. That team did pretty original job, I have to admit. But it was, I mean, it was a competition, so it's sloppy. You know what I mean? It was done quickly, just I guess for like
Booger welds and such.
Yeah, I guess it was for like obviously for the TV show to not just really take time to build it for the competition.
Okay.
The car disappeared off the face of the planet.
Okay.
This guy finds it. He's completely stripped it down and did it right.
Show
Like
me.
this guy is very old school. Like I said, he's an old school style builder.
So what do you chop it and pull it?
All metal. Hardly deals with
he
fiberglass
stretch
only
it or
when he
no?
has to. Oh no, I want to show you a picture. It's a Ford Focus.
So what year?
Dude, you can kill me right now and I won't remember
90s?
the damn year. No. I don't even think of. Yeah, no, they were out in the 90s. I'm sorry. No, I think this was like that redesign, that weird redesign that Ford did
Early 2000s.
with the early 2000s model.
They also made it in a booger green.
They did make it in booger green, but this guy
A buddy of mine had one.
trying to crazy wide body with metal fab wide body. Just trying to find a good picture just to give you an idea.
Holy shit.
Homeboy, Dino, love you, bro. It's been forever, man. I hope you're doing good. But that is crazy.
Is that fiberglass on his
Yes,
rear
yes,
deck
it-
spoiler?
yes.
For the two subs?
It's acrylic. And I believe now, everybody that's following the build, if you're not, definitely give the guy a follow, because if you love the old school candy paint jobs with the crazy pinstriping, the naked girls on the hood or on the NOS tank, then this is the build. This is the build for you guys. You guys got to check that out. This guy literally took this car. I mean, I wish they would have built that at the show. Put it that way.
Oh, man.
He completely wiped his ass on what that team built for that show.
And I'm looking at it. He has like a 12-inch LCD monitor.
Yeah, no, the whole
No,
like
no,
the
that's
whole
probably like
trunk,
a 24 for
the
the
whole
passenger
trunk
side.
literally flips up motorized. This is my
amazing.
style of going nuts, taking a car that's not a convertible and making a full convertible, and on top of that, he cut the fucking glass in half. That's not acrylic. That's straight up glass.
So he wins limbo all day long.
Yeah, all day, and it's hilarious because he's driven by me. When he's won his like top award, it's bigger than the car, so I have the trophy sticking out the car while he's cruising down the turnpike, which is the dopest shit in the world. Honest to God, I love the guy. But this is the crazy stuff, and even every now and then on the page, he pops up with these gems that he finds where he lives at, because he's here in the tri-state.
Why can't we pick somebody up like him?
I mean, he rolls with us to the shows, but he's like his own thing.
Is he part of our Facebook group chat?
No, he's not in our Facebook. See, he finds this. That's a convertible, 2000 Civic Si.
What?
Yes, I heard.
fuck?
You guys heard right. A convertible, 2000 Civic Si.
And just to put it to you guys, he has a Dodge Viper hood on it.
Okay.
He's. Oh my God, I can't even start to describe this.
So when you
It
tell
looks like
me
a Nismo
modding,
wing. The body is completely molded.
that's the modding I'm talking about.
The side skirts look like they're off like a roof Porsche. He's cut. Actually, that front bumper doesn't even belong on that car.
No, nothing belongs on that car. It's literally been all redone. But that's my point. See, whenever you tell me modding,
That's a TC trunk.
that's the stuff and that I go crazy about. Because that's taking a 2000 Civic
And he's putting TC taillights on it.
and
based
completely
on the mold.
saying, fuck this, I'm cutting the roof off and making a convertible. I believe that post that he has there on the page, I think that guy was like selling it because it's just like a project he got bored
And
of.
that's from 2020, which means somebody probably bought that and has a fucking...
I don't even know if it's even still for sale or if
No,
somebody
it's from
bought
2020,
it.
dude. That means somebody's doing that. Currently, somebody's making that.
Yeah.
God, I hope not to park next to that
Yeah,
guy.
he's selling his 2000 Civic with only 48,000 miles on it. He's located in Virginia. And this is a post back in December of 2020 that he posted that. Every now and then he finds these gems.
All right. Now
See, you know what I mean? A Chrysler 300 with the motor sticking out the hood, fully chromed out, also made convertible. So this is what I'm talking about. This is,
And it has the Bentley grill on it.
you know what I mean?
The doors are actually butterfly doors.
So when we go back and talk about what triggers you to build it,
No, this is
what
imagination in
triggers
deep
you?
pockets.
This is
That's an
this
imagination in deep
this
pockets.
is extremely deep pockets. Like this is insane deep pockets.
If you guys want to see those builds that we were
Yeah,
just
you definitely gotta
referencing,
check out the guy's page.
They're on Dino's
Dino
page.
_16_Ford. Awesome dude. If you guys meet him at the shows, he's dope as hell to hang out with and chill with. He's down to earth. He's cool as hell. And like I said, we've been showing together in different shows. Jesus Christ, for like over 10 years. So it's one of those things, we know each other.
I'm lighting my car on fire if I have to park next to him. Even after
And
the
even
new
before
build.
this, he had a Trans Am, fully done up, crazy paint job on the wheels, and the 80s style Trans Am. So the boxy style,
The Firebird type deal.
the Firebird, yes, with crazy paint striping, gold flaking.
Did you keep the Firebird on the hood or no?
No, I think if I'm not mistaken, he had a naked chick.
I like that.
Oh, he had flames. I'm sorry. This is it. That's his old build.
All right. And just so you guys know, it's more of like a Knight Rider style.
It's a Knight Rider style. I mean, just the car itself is more of a Knight Rider style anyway. For those that are trying to get a mental image of
Got a
it,
huge cowl on the hood, which
with the crazy flames.
soaked in flames, but the flames are actually colored properly with light color on the end and deep colors in the beginning.
See, he's taken the West Coast style modding.
He looks like your old school Italian typical.
He is Italian, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you could tell in his face. He's got like a very great bone structure.
Wow, that's a what? Okay.
That's a thing. The prominent nose, the high
Okay,
cheekbones.
But he's taken the Cali style of modding and tweaked it to the style here, if that makes any sense, and made his own recipe. He's literally made his own formula.
And the really catcher about this is the hood doesn't lift up like your conventional hood. It raises off of the car maybe about a good 3 feet, like the front
Yeah.
and back of it. And
Just to fully show the
main
entire
opening
motor.
is towards the windshield, and there's still a huge giant gap closer to the bumper.
Yeah. Yo, dude, the car would win.
That's a presentation point.
Homie would win. I mean, he still does even now with the other builds. So
I wonder what
it's
kind of
one
rims
those
he
things.
has on there.
Wobben?
Wonder what kind of wheels he has.
Oof, I don't know. I think those were 20s. I think
No,
those
but
were
I'm
20s.
wondering single piece, 3-piece.
No, this is a single piece, man.
Drop cast.
This was before.
Who knows?
This was before
Machined.
3-piece. This was chrome, regular chrome wheels. You know, that type of deal. The whole craze of 3-piece and 2-piece, it's like mid 2000s till now, has been the hype now.
Okay.
So, but again,
I want to know name brands though.
what goes back to the same thing? What
pushed
makes
him to
you
do that?
to go crazy? Because he's made his own formula. Granted, it's been very much influenced from the West Coast. Crazy paint jobs with the crazy airbrushes and the lines, the tribal lines with the gold flakes and the etching on the glass and on the chrome. That's very, very, very West Coast. And what you would do technically with a lowrider. He's taken a few sprinkles of that
And applied it to
and
Jersey.
applied it to a Jersey style build. And to this day, nobody's been able to even build a twin of that.
I wonder if he puts the pepper in his rear view.
What?
Oh.
What pepper in the rear?
You
What?
don't know about
okay,
that?
no, you just lost me now. What is this pepper on the rear view?
All right, you know how you have mal de ojo
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's a very Spanish
and the
thing.
little eye?
Uh-huh.
Italian men. What we
Uh-huh.
like to do is put a pepper
Okay.
hanging in the rear view mirror, keep off the evil eye.
Ah,
right
well,
now
he
I'm
doesn't
doing-
have a rear view mirror.
I'm doing
on
the
that
little
Ford,
horns
so I
with
don't
my
think...
hands thing. That's the evil eye. You got to keep that away from you to keep off the spirits, you
Oh,
know?
Dino, hit me up. Let me know if you have a pepper on your rear view.
He might wear the
mirror.
chain. You never know. My grandfather had one.
No, I believe you, but it's just one of the things. The last thing I ever saw in that car was a pepper. So,
I mean, you wouldn't even notice it.
yeah, it's one of those things. You wouldn't even notice it was so much other shit. Did you even bother looking at the doors?
Yeah.
They're motorized. They
No, they're
slide in.
not.
Ah, come on. You missed the best part. Yo, Dino, I'm giving you mad love right now, my dude. 'Cause The car deserves it, man. The car deserves it.
How many cars does this guy own?
He used to have the Trans Am, the Firebird. He
Built
sold
it
it.
and sold it.
He built it and sold it. To this day, he even still regrets selling it. I'm pretty sure.
Any true car guy that
You're
has
always
a car,
gonna regret a build.
Yeah.
That's why I keep all of
not
my
regret a
craps.
build, regret getting rid of a build.
Let me see. I'm trying to find a good pic of his with the door open or at least sliding, so I can show you. Cause that was the best part. And it slides in. It has acrylic, so you can physically see right through. It's frosted acrylic with LED lights in the whole 9 yards.
Crap.
Yeah, no. I'm telling you, this guy, he did it right, like the way that team should have done it. Way back whenever the hell that show was. Okay, that's a good shot. I think that he has like some chick there.
Oh shit!
It slides in.
back.
The door slides in. It's not
I want to know the locking mechanism behind it.
like the amount of body work
And then, does it scrape the paint or like?
and to find the right rail system and the actuators and the
Engineering.
wiring. Yo, dude, you're redoing everything.
He's doing that himself, or he's paying for it?
No, he does a good portion of himself. I don't know what exactly
He
he
does.
does at a shop or what he doesn't. I know he does a good part of it himself,
Amazing.
but it's one of those things that, this is it. Like this, when you tell me crazy build, bro, I can show you crazy builds. And
That's
these
what
are
comes
guys
into
that
your
I've
head.
seen, I've known for years now. So, by the end of the day, it just touches back to the same thing. What in the world makes you do that?
Push
And
them
on
to do
top
that.
of that, I even give this guy even more credit because I think anybody in the car community can vouch for one thing. You hardly ever buy somebody else's headache.
Almost bought the Supra.
Granted, but that's a different thing. That's a different thing in the aspect of that thing to even have a motor or transmission. So
And I was happy for it.
you were technically buying the shell. So that's a different, and that car wasn't even modded. Let's be for real. It just had wheels and suspension. And a
Okay.
few stickers on the front bumper. That's it.
Okay.
See, like this guy really gambled on a TV built show car
Yeah, I got to give it to him.
that just sat in somewhere and he came across it. He just happened to remember that he saw that. But you know what? Fuck it. I'll take this and I'll make it better.
And he remixed it and fucking killed it.
So you're already dealing with God knows how many other hands, electrical wise. Forget body works.
To know if it's even done right.
To even know if it's done right or something
Where they
catches
made
on
the
fire or
mistake.
blown a few. So I give Dino so much more
If they
goddamn
thought
credit
it advanced.
because he took what was gonna end up probably going to the crusher. Let's be for real. It's like half the stories that you see from like the old show of Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, no, most of those cars
None
didn't
of
make
those
it.
cars exist.
No,
I
you're
think the
wrong.
only one
The
that exists
minivan.
is that famous van. Yes, the pink minivan. It's all over YouTube. I believe he even found a new home now. But anyway,
Yes,
going
it
back
did.
to this, half those cars end up in the crusher, or they sit in a lot, and it goes to another lot, and another lot, and another lot, because nobody wants to even bother. Yeah, they look pretty. Oh my God, they look dope. Nah, I don't want to own that.
You want to hear something really crazy?
What?
So going back a while ago, I had to do scrap for my company.
Okay.
So of course, we get all the metal loaded up into the truck, aluminum on this side, steel on that side, and I look over, and this is in Newark, and the second these people hear it, they'll know that it's them that we're talking about. A black and white Trueno sitting on the side,
Okay.
no wheels on it, no doors.
What the fuck? I mean, what part of Newark? The bad side or the really bad side?
No, it was
or the really, really,
Ironbound.
really bad side. Okay, so it was the good side, so to speak.
This yard is like a block away from a bar.
Okay.
So, anyway, I looked over to the side. The kid that I had with me was one of my guys working on the night crew with me. And I was like, "Do you know what that is?" He was like, "It's fucking Toyota." I was like, "Get away from me." So, towards the end of it, I cashed my ticket, and I go, "Who's managing this place?" And they call the guy, "Hey, can you come up here? Somebody's got a question for you." The guy comes over because what they do is they keep the junk cars to drive around through the mud and dirt and shit so they don't have
Okay.
to walk.
Right. Okay, makes sense. Okay.
He pulls up in the truck covered in mud, smells like shit. And I'm like, "Hey man, would you guys sell that?" He goes, "Actually, no." I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Most of that's aluminum." And we're like, "All right, how about if I offered you like $5,000 for it?" He was like, no, you know, we already have our eyes on scrapping it.
No shit. But okay.
But I said to myself, nobody understands.
Nobody understands. It's one of those things. And even more in the sense of buying a second-hand show car.
That's a scary thing.
That's a scary. Us right now thinking about it, and I'm
Chills.
just already shaking my head as I know I wouldn't do it. Me, I wouldn't do it. And I get my hands into fucking even worse issues with some of these cars.
Look at me with the Audi.
And even that's not even a show car.
Not yet.
I mean, but you said it. But it also is not even a show car. So this guy really took, like, I give him mad credit. I give him a lot of credit because he took what was going to end up
Crusher.
End up in the Crusher. And then on somebody's, like, YouTube channel, like, hey, looking in the junkyard, look what I found. You know, that type of stories that you find. And he really went in.
And brought it to another level. Not even its
No,
true
it's
beauty.
not even to,
That's
like,
above
its
that.
level what it was. No, he really took it to another level.
Above and beyond.
Above and beyond. Like I said, if that team would have done half of what this guy's done now,
They'd be on the map.
yeah, it's one of those things. But it's like, but again, it goes to like one of those things. You give him credit just because he took a gamble on a TV build car. You got to remember, they have had to cut corners.
No, yeah, for budget purposes.
Yeah, for budget purposes and just the timing and the TV and the airtime and this and that and the bullshit and the other. I'm pretty sure half that car they even work right. So, I mean, I tip the hat. I tip the hat where I have to tip the hat. And like I said, I've known him for a long-ass time, dude. Long-ass time.
I want to know what made him and where the inspiration and how on and so
So,
forth.
I mean, maybe I'll DM him. I'll send him a DM. I'm like, yo, dude, we were talking about you in the podcast, but, you know,
You think we
what
can
was the
have
story behind the Ford?
as a guest experience?
Maybe not, maybe, who knows? But I'll reach out to him, see if he wants to have some fun and talk some BS.
Also, I think that's something we're going to be doing, guys. We're going to...
Yes, we are officially going to be jumping into having a few guest appearances, even from our own knuckleheads in the team to outside guys that we just know in the car scene and a little bit in between, just a little bit of everything.
So if you feel as though you need to get on here, again, we have voicemail. Go to C4 Lifestyle, look in the bio, click that little link, go on that page. There's going to be a little blue circle. Leave us a voicemail.
You can definitely leave us a voicemail, or you can log on your mobile devices at c4lifestyle.show. You can actually save us, and it shows up as an app icon on your home screens for iOS and Android. You know, getting nerdy now. But you can check out the website right from the phone, and you can leave us a voicemail. At least tell Snuff that you guys like him or something so he can finally relax.
Oh, and the other thing I got recently was to stop saying the exit outro piece.
Ah, yes, we did get that little. Trying to hold it in. We did get that.
Memo.
That's annoying. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll switch it up tonight. Let's see what happens. Whatever floats your boat, boo. Don't worry about it.
I'm rubbing my.
But
dick
I
on
do
the
want to
mic.
hear. We do want to hear your story. If you have built a show car, what was your trigger to get it to the level that you're at now?
Inspirations.
What was your inspiration? Or, like I said, did you lose in the show? Or did you put up to a light and see the same car? Or
Your come up story on how you financed
exactly, how the come up story. How did you pull off the build that you have now? And yeah, just drop it in the IG page, C4 Lifestyle Media, or like I said, log on, c4lifestyle.show. And yeah, anything else you want to throw in there? No, that's
it. No, you got me.
that's pretty much it. Well, that's it for today, folks. We hope you guys loved the episode as usual. Give it a thumbs up. Give it the rating on whatever streaming app you're using to listen to us, and that's pretty much it. As always, my friends, keep it custom because life's way too short to stay stock.
Peace, bitch.